Hey everyone, this is our paper slide project for similarity and congruency proofs. This project is by Gabi, Ashley, Karina, and Rebekah. These are what we define as the 5 most important definitions, properties, and theorems in solving proofs. The first one is the vertical angles theorem. This is when 2 angles are equal in measure and are across from each other in an X shape. The next one is the corresponding angles postulate. In a transversal, it is a pair of angles that are in the same place on the same side of a transversal. That makes an F pattern. The third one is the alternate interior angles theorem, and it is when a pair of angles formed by 2 lines in a transversal that make a Z pattern. The fourth one is the definition of bisect, which is when a line that divides a segment into 2 equal parts it's shown by 2 tick marks. The last one is the reflexive property of congruency, which shows that whenever any shape shares a common side, those sides are equal. Now we're going to move on to the congruency and similarity postulates. Angle side angle is if 2 angles in the included side of one triangle are congruent to 2 angles in the included side of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Side angle side is if 2 sides in the included angle of one triangle are equal in measure to the corresponding sides and angle of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Side 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 is if 3 sides of one triangle are equal in measure to the corresponding sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Angle angle side is if 2 angles in a non-included side of one triangle are equal in measure to the corresponding angles inside of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Hypotenuse leg is if the hypotenuse and a leg of a right triangle are congruent to the hypotenuse and a leg of another right triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Now we're going to move on to similarity postulates. This one is side angle side, and if 2 sides of one triangle are proportional to 2 sides of another triangle, and their included angles are congruent, then the triangles are similar. Angle angle is if 2 angles of one triangle are equal in measure to 2 angles of another triangle, then the 2 triangles are similar. Side 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 is if 3 sides of one triangle are proportional to 3 corresponding sides of another triangle, then the triangles are similar. So in this problem we are trying to prove that the line PR is congruent to the line SR. We already know that QP is parallel to ST and that SP bisects QT. So through vertical angles we know that angle SRT is congruent to angle QRP. And through corresponding angles we know that angle Q and angle T are congruent. And then through definition of bisect, the line QR is congruent to the line RT. So we know that through angle side angle that the triangle PQR is congruent to triangle RST. And since those 2 triangles are congruent, through congruent parts of congruent triangles are congruent, that means that the line PR and the line RS are congruent. In this problem, we're trying to prove that the triangle ABC is similar to the triangle CDE. We already know that the sides AB and AC are proportional to the sides DC and CE, and that the line AB is parallel to the line CD. Through corresponding angles, angle A and angle DCE are congruent, so through side angle side, triangle ABC is similar to triangle CDE. In this one, we are trying to prove that triangle STU is congruent not congruent. Similar to triangle VWX. We know that triangle ABD and triangle BCD are both equilateral already. So we know through a definition of equilateral triangles that all of the sides are proportional to each other. So through that we know that triangle STU is similar to triangle VWX through side, side, side. Thanks for watching.